근데 하고 싶으면 해. 나 근데 약간 첨벙첨벙은 할 수 있어.
그러면은 수영하지 말고.
She said I'm down for 청룡청룡. So he took it as another rejection right there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He took it as another rejection.
I thought he was being
He
considerate.
said let's not swim when she clearly said I'm down for 청룡청룡.
There's one character that we haven't spoken about yet. And I actually met her in person. This is in New York City.
Did you guys go to Paradise together?
안녕하십니까? 솔로세요?
솔로예요.
반갑습니다. 네, 안녕하세요 여러분. Welcome back to another episode of
J-Bro.
Today we're doing something that represents our lives.
Hot diggity, yo.
Singles Inferno, Season 2. I know that you guys have been anticipating this, and so have we. What's the show about, Jason?
Well, it's about hot young men and women getting together in a remote island and they try to find romance.
The catch is they don't know anything about each other. Age, occupation, the things that you ask right away when
That's
you meet
true,
someone.
yeah.
So how can you appeal and match someone without any of that knowledge?
This show is strictly about carnal instincts, physical attraction.
Carnal.
Yeah, carnal baby.
I thought you were gonna say it's more like pure because you don't know too much about them.
Well, you can say pure. I'll say otherwise. This is raw. This is like,
Oh, that's your favorite word.
I love things that are raw, like sashimi.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
All right, so Jason, what's the first thing we're reacting to?
Well, just to recap, from episode 1 to 3, there are clear dominant guys. The doctor and the finance guy. They both receive 2 votes, so you expect them to go to Paradise Island and kind of like kill it.
One couple, very lovey-dovey. The second couple, the guy's struggling, bro. What did he do wrong?
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
Singles.
He's very poor.
다 시키죠.
Oh, he's huge. Oh, yeah, it
그래.
definitely works out.
근데 뭐 먹고 싶어?
나는 사실 진짜 다 좋아해. 그냥 단백질만 좀 있으면 돼. 고기, 생선 고기
오케이.
그런 것만 있으면 돼. 근데 같이 마실 주류 같은 것도 시키면 좋을 것 같긴 한데.
술 마실 거야?
술 그래도.
근데 내가 술을 잘 못해.
아 진짜. 아 그래. 그러면은 일단은
왜 이렇게 당황해요?
한 잔을 마실 줄 알았어.
아 진짜 한 잔 마실게.
This was a memorable scene.
This was a memorable scene.
It's not a huge deal, but it was a big deal.
It was a big deal
Okay, to who?
to the girl. Because she just kind of threw out there, she doesn't drink,
Yeah.
but guy kind of took it personally, like in this reaction. And the girl was like, why are you flustered? Like, I just made a statement. I feel like Dongwoo, right? He's not used to girls rejecting him for drinks.
Oh, did you look at it that way? I thought he got to paradise and he just wanted to let loose with some girl that he liked.
Yeah, but his reaction was like, oh, she doesn't want to drink? It's like, does she not want to drink with me?
I didn't take it that way. I thought he was like just trying to it's more fun when you're drinking with someone who drinks because like then you get drunk together and you end up opening up to each other. It's like you're on the same like wavelength.
Yeah, but he didn't really say that, you know?
He just looked like
He just looked like he was confused.
he was flustered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas like, I think a guy who would be more calibrated in this situation, okay, I'm gonna get a drink by myself. It would be nice if you joined me, but I'm still gonna like do me.
Okay, just be more confident.
Just be more confident. Yeah, instead of being flustered.
Okay.
And I think this was the first sign of like,
Some strife.
yeah, strife. And girls pick up on those nuances immediately.
He has to read the.
He has to read the room. Like Sugi,
Okay, she's
like she gets approached a lot. I think a girl like this, she wants a guy who's like confident.
and who can pick up on these things.
Yeah, exactly.
궁합 중요하다.
They actually mentioned something important too, though. The alcohol compatibility. We're not gonna delve into it.
But I don't think it was about alcohol compatibility.
Let's keep going with him.
Okay, I like it.
근데 하고 싶으면 해. 나 근데 약간 첨벙첨벙은 할 수 있어.
그러면은 수영하지 말고 잠깐 밖에 나가서 바람 좀 쐬다가.
He wants.
옷 갈아입고.
She said I'm down for 청룡청룡. So he took it as another rejection right there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
He took it as another rejection.
I thought he was being
He
considerate.
said let's not swim when she clearly said I'm down for 청룡청룡, which means I'm down to just go and do water play. he took that as a rejection.
I don't think he took it as a rejection.
He said, let's not swim then. Let's just go out for a walk.
I think I think that he was trying to be considerate because she said, I don't swim.
Yes, but I'm down for just to do splash. I'm not gonna like swim like head in.
Oh, I thought he was just being nice.
Yeah, but
Like
he
she
didn't-
doesn't drink, so he ordered champagne. She doesn't go swimming, so he's like taking her outside.
Yeah, but it seems like he kind of takes it as a rejection and he's not being assertive. It's like, he said, I like swimming. I like the
Okay.
pool. There's a pool right there. Let's hang out. And she said, I'm down
I
playing the
see.
water.
So in this instance, is he not being confident or is he being overly accommodating?
I think it's a combination of both.
So being overly accommodating is a bad thing.
Being overly accommodating while not being assertive.
Aha.
Because he clearly wanted to drink
And go swimming.
and go swimming.
Okay,
And
like-
then at the sign of rejection,
He backed off.
he backed off and it wasn't even a real rejection.
So you think this would have been different? This night would have been different
Yeah.
if he had just stuck to his guns.
Yeah. Like if a girl said like I don't drink, like just playfully. You look like a girl who can drink.
I think that would work with some people. You're
Yeah.
right. But I don't know. She doesn't seem like the type to like necessarily. Oh wait, actually, we do see later
Yeah.
that she ends up going for a dude who is like that. Oh, you're exactly
no
right.
F given.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
And she's like, oh, was it?
I'm sure she's so used to guys
let's keep going, let's keep going.
accommodating.
나 다시 가기가 너무 싫어.
나도 가기 싫어. 그냥 여기 있으면 안 돼.
제일 가기 싫은 이유가 뭐야?
Oh, that's too
자꾸
early.
시켜서?
근데 이렇게 물어보지 않았으면 좋겠어.
알았어 미안해. 아니 우리 둘이 비밀이니까.
아니 근데 좀
알았어.
부담돼.
Yeah. So this is not going his way. How do you think he's handling this space that she's creating?
You know, I'm gonna psychoanalyze. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
He's a plastic surgeon. He probably has like most of things he tried in his life. It went kind of by the books. That's how I feel. He probably thought like I do this, that, and that, and then I'll soon her. So nothing has worked for him so far.
Except for the fact that they matched paradise.
Exactly. He's so off his game.
He's got
His
thrown
game
off.
is so thrown off because he finally met a girl that he couldn't just like swoon based on like his physical appearance.
So at that point, he should have reevaluated, made a more accurate diagnosis, and had a different treatment plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the signs and symptoms don't always manifest the same way.
Yes,
Okay, so he thought that this was the treatment,
exactly.
but in fact,
Yes.
it was a rare case.
Yeah. What is this like plan B in medical terms?
Oh, so we call it a differential diagnosis
Okay.
when there's other things that it could be.
Okay.
And I think he failed to make an audible.
Okay.
But I think he's also kind of drunk.
No, but still like getting drunk like that and kind of like not being able to read the room is also negative, you know?
True, I agree with you. If I'm gonna play devil's advocate, in some instances, he could have won her over by being a little bit more persistent
Yeah.
and assertive. Because a girl who's like more shy about like her feelings, she could be like, I don't really know. And then he could be like, oh, baby, you do know. And then like, boom,
Yeah.
it could kind of allow her to open up.
Yeah.
But I think she was being pretty clear here. Like, don't ask me that stuff.
Yeah.
He should have stopped.
Yeah.
My bad, Dongwon. Like, I respect you.
I do.
I respect you.
I think he's a very nice guy. Actually.
I think he will do well.
I think he will do well in life, maybe not just so far.
So, but in this scene here, I think she wasn't on par with him, and he wanted to pick up the pace. But there is another guy that did much better in Paradise.
Let's react to him. Oh, that's a nice bedroom to be with someone.
Okay.
Just saying. Oh, I think I'm gonna sleep separately. You know.
It's a Korean show, dude.
Oh, I see. What would you do in that? What would you do in that scenario?
If there are no cameras,
Yeah. No, if there were cameras.
여기 한 번만 누워봐. 한 번만 누워보고 진짜 달라.
Would you go straight into bed like that?
no, I would not.
Okay.
털이 달라.
Do a pillow fight. What would you do?
I would do more than a pillow fight.
Oh yeah? I know you want to know.
Blanket fight. Blanket fight. I feel like here they're both kind of drawn by this sort of like very wholesome vibe.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't always be wholesome, right?
I think there's certain things that you can't do on camera.
Yeah. Well, so we'll see a contrast later. She goes for the baddie, like her carnal instincts kind of kick in.
근데 진짜 행복해 보인다.
너무 좋아.
이것도 싶어. 너무 좋다.
Yeah, they're both very positive and they appreciate being there. So, very likable couple.
얘기를 많이 나눠봐서 되게 좋았어.
같이 올 수 있어서 재밌었다.
Damn, it's mad, that's sweet.
It's very sweet. It's very like in Western culture, this might.
Gives you little butterflies.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that feeling though.
Yeah.
Oh. So he's like, I don't want to go to sleep yet. Is it okay if we chat a little longer?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I don't mind either.
That's cute.
It's cute. So they're both in that like butterfly stage of getting to know each other.
Yeah.
And then you would think that they can keep it going.
Yeah. It's almost like a kind of like a very innocent like kitty love.
Like a sleepover?
Yeah. And this is like another dynamic of the show. And, but you know, we'll see.
Let's wait for it.
Okay. I don't see anything different.
Wait for it.
Do you think the girls are overreacting here?
There's a little bit of acting.
I see.
Most people who walk in like this though, they would probably like, you know, kind of like, oh yeah, 안녕하세요. Kind of like shy away from all that
Yeah.
tension. This guy soaks it. And then he just
Yeah.
like looks at the horizon. He doesn't even look at people.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. He has confidence because in Korean like
Yeah.
culture, when you get introduced for the first time, most
In
people
front
are
of like
kind
10 people that already know each other.
Yeah, more a little bit timid. He just walks in like I don't give up.
Yeah. He's like, my bad, I'm late.
It's like, oh yeah, the party started, whatever. The guys are like a little bit intimidated for sure.
They're trying to
He looks like a
size each other
like
up. 남주?
Kongyu a little bit.
Oh, he does. He
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 김진영입니다. 처음에는 굉장히 낯을 가리지만 조금 친해지고 나면은 재밌게 어울릴 수 있는 사람이 아닌가 생각하고 있습니다. 제 취미는 많지는 않은데요.
His composure is very calm and serious,
라이딩을 즐겨 하고 있습니다.
and it's hard to
좀 스트레스
read him.
받을 때
Yeah, he's a baddie. He rides motorcycle.
나 혼자만의 공간.
No
He's got
fucks
he's got a huge tat on his
No
arm.
fucks
달리는
given
게
for
기분이
sure.
되게 좋더라고요. 스트레스도 풀리고.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this scene here, it's the battle of the guys. Whoever wins can take two people on like a tonkatsu date.
Oh, okay.
There's two guy winners. They think that they're gonna face off, but then they announce that there's gonna be a third competitor.
Oh, so, and then he shows up. So what's happening here?
First one to get the flag wins.
Okay.
Mind you, these two already went to battle, so they're tired.
Oh, so they already
played, but then now this is the second round, the final round.
Oh, and then he just jumps in.
He jumps in and he kills them.
I see.
It's not really fair though.
It's not fair at all.
Yeah, because they were at it for like minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love their reaction. It's a battle of pride here. It's
Yeah.
all testosterone.
But I love how he's just like getting pulled like that.
This gets wrecked, man. I love that.
던지는 거 봤어요? 그 앞에 표정을
포스 너무 좋다.
All right, so he wins his tournament, right? And then he takes these girls on a date.
Okay.
So we're now on episode 4.
Okay, let's go.
So Sulgi, this girl here, she's been like, oh my god, isn't he so attractive to the girls?
He was swooning over him.
She was swooning, and the girls are like, wow, you were not like that the whole time. She was like, I don't know, he's just like, yeah.
네.
He has a swag for sure.
He doesn't even get up.
He doesn't get up.
He doesn't say, oh, 앉으세요.
Yeah.
Like,
쌍남자. He's like I've been there, done that kind of attitude.
so I want to ask you though, this type of guy versus the guy who's like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is so nice.
Yeah.
Wow, 돈가스. What do girls prefer more?
I think it's at the end of the day, it's about like assertion. He just has like aura.
It's his demeanor.
It's a demeanor.
But there's an element of him being calm and mysterious that these girls are like curious about this guy.
I see.
He doesn't show anything.
Actually, there's a part here. Watch it.
부먹 봤어.
Oh, 네 드세요?
아니요, 반만 해.
드세요?
취향껏
가볍진 않아.
그것도 다 해주네요.
So he has sense. It's not like he's an asshole.
드세요.
드세요.
That right there, it's like it makes him stand out. Because like he's like being a gentleman,
Yeah.
but he's not being overly accommodating.
Right.
It's like, hey, I'm doing my part.
You know where else he did that?
What?
Can I show you?
Sure.
So that's him and Sugi, right?
So they got matched
Watch this.
to go to paradise, right?
들어드려요? 네. 들어드릴게요.
아니요, 제가 들을 수 있어요.
네. 드세요.
He does like the 튕겨 pretty well. It's like, oh, yeah, sure, you can do it.
Yeah.
Generally, more girls will be attracted to him or to Yongjae.
I think most girls will be attracted to a guy like this.
Ooh, comment below.
For sure.
Because I'm curious,
Yeah.
because as a bro, I like Yongjae way more. He seems to be more down to earth and appreciative of what's happening. This guy is like, wow.
But the fact is that girls are more curious about guys who are mysterious.
You think
Naturally.
you think it's the fact that he's mysterious, or you think that they were initially physically attracted to him at first?
I think there's a mystery about him created by his aura of like not giving a F.
Okay.
And like just having a lot of swag.
What I wanted to show you was just kind of mind-boggling to me. Dude, it's kind of sad.
Show it
It's
to
kind of
show it. I wanna
sad,
see it. I
man.
wanna
It's
see it.
kind of sad. So you know how the first couple, the lovey-dovey couple,
Yeah.
they did so well in Paradise,
Yes.
and they were like, oh, maybe we should come back, whatever.
Yeah.
Look what happens. He's probably hoping that his girl is
Yeah.
also left behind because they can't choose each other.
Oh.
That's part of the rule.
Okay.
Watch this.
He looks so sad.
Because he was probably hoping to see his girl.
예상 많이 못했어. 왜 둘이 나와?
Yo, knowing that your girl chose someone and went to Paradise, that's the... They were just there like 12 hours ago, man.
They're so lovey-dovey.
Oh God, it's...
Yeah.
So what I found mind-boggling is that like, people can like
Yeah.
switch so fast.
Yeah. Well, it's a show.
It's a show, true, but I think there's an element of truth here.
For sure.
If someone else comes into your life, and you guys are not fully solidified,
Yeah. You know what? Like this guy,
yeah.
그러니까.
Yo, he's about to cry, dude.
he seems like a really like kind guy who plays no games,
Yeah.
who goes all in. I'm not saying the girl is bad,
Yeah.
but she's like more open-minded and she came with the purpose of meeting other type of people.
Yeah. How many times have you seen like one attractive girl that you're like, oh my God, I would love to get to know you. You had an awesome time. And then literally the next day you're like, oh damn, who's this other chick? I would love to hang out with you. Some people can go on these like serial dates.
Yeah.
No problem. I find that to be like near impossible. That's just exhausting. To me, it doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
I wouldn't say it's like there's no right or wrong because you're not committed to anybody. But
Can you do that?
I think you can find multiple people attractive at the same time and be engaged in like conversations
Yeah.
individually.
Okay.
And then like you ultimately have to choose one.
Okay, so in the beginning stages,
Yeah.
you could have multiple.
Exactly. And it's just like it hurts for that person who's not chosen. Ultimately.
There's one character that we haven't spoken about yet, and that's Nadine. And I actually met her in person. This is in New York City.
Did you guys go to Paradise together?
No, we spoke for like, I think it was like 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were both at a party.
Oh, nice.
She's actually super chill in person, and I thought she was really pretty.
Okay.
I don't think she's getting a lot of screen time yet because she hasn't, well, she maybe will.
Yeah.
Because she did match up with the plastic surgeon. But it seems like a lot of people like her.
Yeah. Is there like a particular scene that's like memorable about her?
I think she just seems down to earth and is like just going with the flow. Let me show you.
저는 완전 지금 ground zero? 처음서부터 시작하는 기분이.
나
뭔지 알겠죠? 저도 잠깐 얘기했거든요. 뭔가
She started that shooting.
제가 그렇게 막 얘기하자는 것도 저 진짜 인생 처음 해본 거예요.
말
남자분한테 호감 가는 남자분한테 먼저 이렇게
진짜?
말하자고
어.
진짜 처음.
그러면
그래서 저는 되게 뿌듯해요 지금.
I thought that was very memorable
It's very cute. It's very cute.
because she spun it. She's like, I was out of my comfort zone, but I still, I'm proud of myself for doing it.
Yeah.
Even though it's,
I mean, just based on the fact that she said that,
Yeah.
I think she seems like a young person with not too much experience in life.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, she probably is young.
Yeah, but I feel like if you were like older person,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a big deal. Like you lived through life and like had multiple different experiences in terms of relationship, but for her it was a big deal.
Oh, okay. She's exactly like she is on camera.
Oh, okay.
So some people actually put a front on camera,
I see.
but she just seems like a very like sweet, like wholesome person.
Okay, that's good.
So I think a lot of people like her because she just seems real. But it's surprising how like with that little screen time that she had, people can like already pinpoint that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we'll talk more about our preferences in future episodes once we get to know these cast. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.